These are the most dangerous injuries in NBA history. One player, one injury, and everything changes. And first, we've got Anthony Edwards, whose explosive dunk came with an unexpected cost.
That first half, another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back! And one!
Edwards gets the ball back, charges toward the rims, and throws it down with authority. The crowd erupts, but immediately, Edwards looks down at his hand. Something's wrong. He broke a finger during one of the most electrifying moments of his career. Tough break, right? But this is just the beginning of a long list of brutal NBA injuries that not only took players out of the game, but shifted the course of seasons, and sometimes even careers. Next, we've got Steph Curry, the man who revolutionized the three-point shot. Steph is known for breaking ankles with his incredible dribbling, but this time, it was his own body that betrayed him.
Stay with Curry. Curry says, oh.
After the shot, he falls back into the stands and hits his tailbone right on that edge of the seat.
Oh, wow, he hit right on that railing, man.
Curry hit the floor hard, and you could feel the entire arena hold its breath. But as bad as that was, LeBron James has had moments that made even the most loyal fans cringe. LeBron was diving for a loose ball, something he's done a million times. But this time, it all went wrong.
One of the key components to the Lakers winning a title. LeBron, ooh, down he goes, and he grabs his ankle. LeBron with his right ankle, and he's hurting.
Looked like he got it rolled up on or something because it was like a double.
He hit the floor hard and immediately grabbed his ankle. The king himself, wincing in pain, clutching his leg. The entire crowd went silent. When a player of LeBron's caliber falls, the ripple effects are felt across the league. But not every injury is just about pain. It can be about changing the very fabric of the game. Take Kawhi Leonard, for example. In 2017, Kawhi was on fire, tearing up the Warriors in the playoffs. The Spurs were on the verge of an upset when Zaza Pachulia decided to intervene.
Pushing off on Pachulia. Leonard fires from the corner. And Leonard goes down again. And he's in pain again in front of the Spurs bench. Gingerly getting up. Again, that's what they call all the time when you get your feet into the landing space of the shooter.
That one foul changed the course of the series. The injury was so bad, the NBA had to change its rules, introducing new protections for shooters. But for Kawhi, it was too late. The damage had been done, and the Spurs never recovered. Some injuries lead to more than just personal pain. They start a war. Markieff Morris thought he could rough up Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. He gave Jokic a hard shove. But what he didn't expect was for Jokic to come back even harder. With one quick and forceful move, Jokic retaliated, sending Morris crashing to the ground.
Adebayo, no, Jokic was there. Nuggets have 5 on 4. And Jokic, oh no! No!
But then there are players who seem to be made of steel, like Steve Nash. Nash took one of the nastiest hits you'll ever see, an elbow to the face that instantly broke his nose.
His nose.
Nash took a shot. Once again, this time to the bridge of the nose.
He tried to set his own nose right there on the court and continued playing. It was one of the toughest displays of grit the league had ever seen. That's the kind of heart that made Nash a legend. Not every injury can be shrugged off though, and even the toughest players can be taken down by sheer bad luck. Rajon Rondo knows this better than anyone. Rondo was battling for the ball with Dwayne Wade when it happened. Rondo went up, and as he came down, his arm bent in a way no arm should ever bend.
Rondo gets out, lets him put it on the floor. Shot clock at 4, poked away, and then Wade pulls down Rondo. Oh, his leg came out from underneath him as he knocked him down.
And he's grabbing that left arm.
And just like that, Rondo was done. He was out for months, and the injury was as gruesome as they come. Even the toughest players can't always fight through injuries like that. But some injuries are even harder to watch when they seem to go unnoticed. Carmelo Anthony suffered a head injury during a game and collapsed on the floor, holding his head.
Together. Anthony checked by Durant. Anthony falls down and he travels.
It's almost like Kevin knew the exact move that Anthony was trying to execute and needed Anthony to reverse back.
Anthony slow to get up.
But what was shocking, the game just kept going. It was as if nobody realized Melo had gone down. And then there's New Orleans' Noel, who experienced one of the most terrifying falls in recent memory.
Adams. He has been all of that this year. Went up to block the shot of Wiggins. Met him at the rim. And Noel, who already took a big-time bump from Towns early on.
The impact was so hard that Noel was knocked unconscious. The medical staff rushed to his side as the entire arena held its breath. Noel had to be stretchered off, and for a moment, it looked like his career might be over. But thankfully, he recovered. Speaking of frightening falls, Jaylen Brown experienced a nightmare moment that almost ended his career.
Comes Brown. Smart on one side by Wiggins to the rack. Oh. He's concussed.
Brown lost his grip and crashed to the floor, landing on his neck and back. The sight was terrifying. His body stiffened instantly, and for a moment, it looked like he might have been paralyzed. The arena was dead silent. Thankfully, Brown recovered, but for a split second, the entire NBA held its breath, fearing the worst. But nothing compares to what happened to Shaun Livingston. Livingston was a promising young star, a top draft pick with a bright future. But in one heartbreaking moment, his career nearly ended. Livingston went up for a layup, but when he landed, his knee buckled in the worst way imaginable. He tore every major ligament in his knee, dislocated his kneecap. It was the kind of injury that most players never come back from. But after years of rehab, Livingston returned to the court and played a crucial role in helping the Golden State Warriors win multiple championships. His story is one of the greatest comebacks in NBA history. But if you think that was bad, wait until you hear about Andrew Bogut.
Not yet.
No, he hasn't had to because of the other. Look at that outlet. Look at that outlet! Trey! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Got his wrist.
No, his elbow.
Oh, it's broken.
The entire arena went silent as Bogut clutched his arm, clearly in excruciating pain. His arm was bent at an unnatural angle, and it was one of those injuries that fans won't forget anytime soon. Glenn "Big Baby" Davis experienced a bizarre, unforgettable moment in the playoffs.
Once again looking for Howard. Davis with the 4 fouls. Howard blocked from behind by Robinson, and Daniels picks it up.
Davis was stumbling around the court, looking lost, and it was clear something was seriously wrong. The medical staff rushed out, and later, it was confirmed that Davis had suffered a concussion. But if we're talking about knockouts, we have to mention James Harden. During a heated game between the Lakers and Thunder, Meta World Peace delivered one of the dirtiest elbows in NBA history.
Finishes, and the Laker crowd fired up, and a shot as Harden goes down. Oh, that's disgraceful.
It was a moment of chaos that had fans and players alike wondering how it even happened. Not all injuries come from dirty play though. Some are just freak accidents, like what happened to Jamal Crawford. Crawford went up for a block, but in midair, he lost control and came crashing down.
Back the other way, 2 to go to the shot clock. And we got a foul coming up. It's on Crawford, who hit the back of his head on the floor as he came down. Jamal is shaken up, and Fred Tedeschi out to have a look.
Hoiberg tried to...
He hit the floor head first, and the arena fell silent. Crawford lay there, motionless, as the medical staff rushed to his side. He had to be taken off the court on a stretcher, and for a moment, it seemed like his career could be over. But nothing rocked the NBA quite like Gordon Hayward's injury.
This young team, this is the guy that probably hit the biggest shot in Cavs history.
They're going up. Oh, my goodness. Hayward came down so hard. Okay, Hayward broke his leg.
His leg snapped. The sight of Hayward's leg bent at an unnatural angle was gut-wrenching. The entire arena was silent as the medical team rushed to his side. Hayward's season was over before it even began, and it would be years before he returned to full strength. But if you thought that was bad, let's talk about Kevin Love. Love was in the playoffs, fighting for a rebound, when his shoulder was yanked out of its socket by Kelly Olynyk.
Crowder free for 3. Olynyk and Love fighting for it. And this is going to be good. Love hurt? Did Love hurt himself?
Yes, he did.
His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past
He's going right to the locker room.
Right
I think his shoulder popped out, so a big moment here.
It wasn't just any injury. It was a dislocated shoulder that knocked out a key piece of the Cavaliers' championship puzzle. It was a crushing blow for a team with title hopes. And no injury stunned the NBA like Paul George's leg injury. In a Team USA scrimmage in 2014, George went up for a block, but when he came down, his leg snapped.
That is
Throws a little bit too fast for his own good. Nice contest, but a foul. Paul George is.
The bone was sticking out, and the entire arena went dead silent. It was one of the most horrifying moments in NBA history. But George didn't let it end his career. He fought back, returning to the court as a superstar, proving that even the worst injuries can't hold back true greatness. These injuries stopped games, changed careers, and impacted entire seasons. If you want to see more unforgettable moments, make sure to subscribe and check out our video on the greatest game winners in NBA history.